Only 3% of seniors are able to maintain the 6 skills that characterize real vitality after the age of 70. Few people still do what others only dream of, despite the fact that most people expect to slow down around the age of 70. While others struggle, only a select few seniors continue to thrive in areas like strength, lucidity, or everyday delight. In this video, we'll examine 6 amazing abilities that just 3% of seniors possess after the age of 70. All of these traits, from maintaining physical agility to forming deep new connections, are indicative of uncommon resilience and enduring routines that anyone may pick up at any age. What makes the happiest, healthiest older folks different from the rest will be revealed soon. In addition to learning about these unusual strengths, you will also learn how to develop them yourself, so be sure to read through to the conclusion. Let's get going now. First, getting off the ground without assistance. The thought of sitting on the floor, let alone getting back up, seems like a task best left to the grandchildren for the majority of those over 70. However, the ability to drop to the ground and then stand back up without grabbing a chair or someone's arm distinguishes the top 3% of seniors and shows strength, balance, and independence. This easy skill includes leg force, core strength, hip, knee, and ankle flexibility, as well as a strong sense of balance. As they age, most people lose some of these skills, particularly if they avoid physically demanding hobbies or spend a lot of time sitting. In addition to maintaining physical strength, the uncommon senior who can still confidently get up from the floor has also maintained the kind of body awareness that helps them avoid falls, injuries, and even hospital visits. Take 81-year-old Barbara, who still enjoys playing with her great-grandchildren on the rug in the living room. Stretches and strength training are part of Barbara's daily regimen, which keeps her agile while her peers avoid sitting on the ground. According to her doctor, this one skill likely gives her years of independence by enabling her to get back up after a fall or drop anything on the ground without assistance. Although it may seem easy, getting off the ground is a full-body health test. It indicates that the muscles and joints are still in motion and that the mind is secure enough to not freak out in the event of an emergency. Physical pride isn't the only aspect of this skill. It's about having the flexibility to move, play, and deal with life's little surprises worry-free. Experts advise anyone who has trouble with this to gradually increase their strength and flexibility by practicing modified versions on a friend's arm or a firm chair. Pursuing this objective will help you avoid accidents in the future and increase your self-confidence in day-to-day activities, even if you are unable to do it now. Being able to get up off the ground without assistance is ultimately a mark of honor. A gentle reminder that regardless of the age listed on your driver's license, your body is still uniquely yours. The second is confidently learning new technology. Few seniors feel comfortable using the newest technology without someone watching them closely in a world where smartphones, video calls, and internet banking have become commonplace. However, some older persons who are part of the most resilient 3% use these instruments with curiosity, independence, and a spirit of adventure. After 70, it's no easy task to learn how to contact your grandchildren, participate in a family video conference, or handle your money online. Patience, the ability to make mistakes, and the humility to ask questions when something doesn't make sense are all necessary for these abilities. A growth attitude, in addition to technical expertise, is what sets the top few apart from the others. A conviction that learning new things is something you can do at any age. Consider George, a 77-year-old who used to feel excluded whenever his kids discussed applications and online accounts. Rather than give up, George signed up for a computer literacy course at his neighborhood library. He now pays his bills online, uses email, and even assists his friends in configuring their smartphones, thanks to perseverance and practice. His pride is evident, but so is the sense of autonomy and camaraderie it offers. The majority of seniors may find technology frightening, even overwhelming at times. However, individuals that persevere and maintain an open mind frequently discover a new form of independence, a means of staying in touch with the outside world, a way to stay up to date with family, or a chance to take up new interests. The true magic is in preventing embarrassment or frustration from winning. The idea that growth is possible at any age is reinforced each time you figure out an issue on your own, no matter how tiny. Experts advise beginning with a single, minor skill at a time, practice it frequently, and seeking assistance when necessary. Community centers, libraries, and even grandchildren can serve as excellent educators. Please let me know you're here by leaving a comment in the second section below if you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful. To ensure you don't miss any videos, I advise you to subscribe and turn on the bell if you haven't already. We can keep producing high-quality content to educate and uplift you thanks to your support. All right, let's proceed. The third is keeping close, solid friendships. It's no secret that the number of close friends might decrease with age, which can occasionally make people feel alone or alienated. However, for the top 3% of seniors, preserving deep, meaningful friendships based on mutual support, trust, and fun is still a daily occurrence. Being social is only one aspect of this uncommon talent. It's about resilience, emotional well-being, and leading an active, satisfying life. Strong friendships take more than a monthly cup of coffee or a brief phone conversation to develop. They can last for years or even decades. They entail being there when things are difficult, lending a sympathetic ear, and enjoying the good times without feeling envious or competitive. These ties frequently transcend shared recollections for senior citizens. They turn into lifelines that support people during difficult times. Consider Nancy, who is 83 years old and still hangs out with the same group of friends she has known since high school, despite health problems and the death of a loved one. They encourage one another during good times and bad, eat together, and give and receive advice. Nancy attributes her positive attitude, bright mind, and meaningful days to these relationships. For her, friendship is not a luxury. Even after outliving her spouse and some other family members, it's essential to her pleasure and well-being. It takes work to keep these relationships going. Even when you don't feel like it, it entails making the effort to call, send a birthday card, or ask someone out for a walk. A rare senior who keeps up their relationship investment benefits from reduced stress, improved mental health, and a sense of community that money cannot purchase. According to experts, everyone can learn how to reach out, keep in touch, and be open to listening. It's never too late to start a new relationship or reignite an old one, regardless of your age or the size of your social circle. Deep relationship is more than just a hobby for the happiest, healthiest seniors. It's a lifestyle that yields benefits every single day. Walking 2 miles without stopping is number 4. Being able to walk a considerable distance without stopping to sit or catch your breath is one of the most obvious indicators of outstanding health in your 70s and beyond. Over time, even a walk around the block might become difficult for the majority of older folks. Walking 2 miles at a steady pace is still a daily or weekly activity for the rarest 3% of people. This has nothing to do with competition or racing. Strong joints, heart health, endurance, and the quiet confidence that comes from being able to move freely in the world are all important. This easy action combines the advantages of strong muscles, flexible joints, effective lungs, and cardiovascular conditioning. Seniors who are able to walk 2 miles without stopping had a significantly lower risk of diabetes, heart disease, and losing their independence. Equally important, walking gives you a sense of independence and purpose, enabling you to visit friends, run errands, or take in the scenery at your own pace. Consider the 80-year-old Frank, who goes for a lengthy walk in the park first thing every morning. He attributes this behavior to maintaining a stable weight, improving his attitude, and impressing his doctor at every appointment. Over the years, Frank has experienced aches and pains. Even when friends his age started using walkers or canes, he was able to maintain his mobility and independence by gradually increasing his stamina and adhering to his regimen. In actuality, sustained dedication is necessary to sustain this level of exercise. The key is to embrace activity, especially on days when you're exhausted or the weather isn't ideal. It entails challenging yourself to do a little more when you can, while also paying attention to your body. Walking is more than just exercise for a lot of seniors. They maintain their connection to the outside world and to themselves through this practice. Please let me know in the fourth comment below if you're still viewing this video and finding these ideas helpful. To ensure you don't miss any videos, I advise you to subscribe and turn on the bell if you haven't already. We can keep producing high-quality content to educate and uplift you thanks to your support. All right, let's proceed. Learning a new activity or skill comes in at number 5. The thought of learning a new interest or talent over the age of 70 seems intimidating, if not impossible, to many individuals. The willingness to venture outside of their comfort zone and take on something completely different, however, is still very much alive and well among the top 3% of seniors. These senior citizens demonstrate that age is never a hindrance to progress, whether it's taking up painting or gardening, learning to play an instrument, or even learning a new language. It requires bravery, patience, and humility to learn something new. It frequently entails starting over, making mistakes, and occasionally feeling foolish. However, those who rise to the challenge maintain their youthful spirits, lively days, and bright minds. The infrequent senior who keeps learning new things frequently recalls feeling happier and more purposeful again, in addition to the fulfillment that comes from making progress in their own lives. Carol, who is 76 years old, has always wished to learn how to paint. Surrounded by people half her age, she enrolled in a watercolor class at the community center. She was first concerned about keeping up, but she soon discovered that she looked forward to every session. She gained confidence, met new friends, and discovered a new purpose to leave the house every week, in addition to seeing an improvement in her artwork. According to experts, the learning process is equally as significant as the final product. It provides structure to the day, stimulates various brain regions, and promotes social connection. The advantages are numerous, whether you're trying your hand at photography, cooking in a new way, or joining a reading club in your community. Seniors who are willing to take the initial step, no matter how tiny, and who never stop being curious are the most successful. In actuality, there is always time to attempt something new. Every new talent acquired is an additional means of achieving contentment, self-reliance, and mental health. The benefits for the 3% who continue their education extend well beyond the pastime. They consist of a more optimistic perspective and a fuller, more satisfying existence. 6th, frequently volunteering and giving back. Among all the behaviors that set apart the rarest 3% of older persons, regularly volunteering or performing community service is one of the most effective. Those who find methods to help others, whether through a church, food bank, animal shelter, or neighborhood club, report a stronger feeling of purpose, happiness, and even better health. After 70, it's easy to slow down and concentrate on oneself. Volunteering is more than just a way to pass the time. It's about continuing to be involved, appreciated, and a part of something more than yourself. Giving back improves their morale, reduces loneliness, and keeps them engaged both mentally and physically, according to the most resilient seniors. Simple actions like feeding a neighbor or reading to kids at the library can have a big impact on many lives, including their own. Take 82-year-old Michael, who, following the death of his wife, began helping at a nearby elementary school. He became a well-liked member of the community, tied many shoelaces, and assisted children with reading. Michael claims that he felt needed, valued, and a part of something significant because he received as much as he gave. He views volunteering as a source of inspiration and hope rather than a duty. Seniors who volunteer had better immune systems, fewer rates of despair, and a greater sense of life satisfaction, according to studies. Finding something that aligns with your interests is advised by experts. No effort is too modest, whether it's gardening, mentoring, or helping a cause that's near and dear to your heart. The most important thing is the act of giving. Please let me know in the 6th comment below if you're still viewing this video and finding these insights helpful. To ensure you don't miss any videos, I advise you to subscribe and turn on the bell if you haven't already. We can keep producing high-quality content to educate and uplift you thanks to your support. All right, let's proceed. Last words. Consider these 6 amazing accomplishments that just 3% of seniors can accomplish over the age of 70 as we come to an end today. Which one caught your attention the most? In your own life, is there one you'd like to focus on or commemorate? Keep in mind that it's never too late to establish plans for the future or to be proud of each step you take in that direction. All of these skills demonstrate tenacity, inquisitiveness, and the subtle force of continuous development. Aiming for even one of them puts you well ahead of the crowd and opens doors to fresh happiness and independence, even if you haven't reached it yet. Every effort is worthwhile. Whether your goal is to strengthen yourself, re-establish a friendship, learn a new skill, or support your community, we appreciate you being here with us today. We would be delighted to hear from you. Tell us about one lesson you learned today and how you intend to apply it in your life in the comments section below. We value your opinions, so please feel free to express them. We are greatly inspired and encouraged by reading your remarks. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it entertaining and useful. We can keep producing high-quality content to educate and uplift you thanks to your support. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in the upcoming video.